recording on iPad. Let's just get the microphone up to my face real quick, or just go back down. That also fucking works. All right, here we go. Clap sync, everybody. Hello, everybody. What is up? It is Stan the Man. Welcome back to another Stan the Man podcast. It is Friday, the 30th of July, 2021. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing really well. Hope you guys are staying safe, staying awesome, and also staying hydrated. That's gonna be like my new fucking slogan. I don't know, stay safe, stay awesome, stay hydrated. I think that's what I'm gonna fucking tell people from now on. So where the fuck have I been? Okay, if you've noticed on like the YouTube, on my YouTube channel, okay, on Spotify, I haven't uploaded anything in nearly in more than 2 weeks. But on YouTube, the reason why there hasn't been a new podcast this Friday or this week or last Friday and last weekend is because, well, I was on vacation. Yeah, I was on vacation with my family here on the Aruba Beach Club, which is a hotel right by the coastline, and we had some time. Okay, we spent some time on the fucking beach. I just like sat down, earphones in, reading a good book by the beach. I didn't really go into the water that much, but I did get I got rid of the shirt tan, which is, I don't know, a huge achievement. I don't fucking know, but where have I been, like, since the last time we've spoken in such a manner? Well, I've been doing great, but the last time I've been doing great, to be honest. I've been reading a lot more. I've been getting back more. I've really been, like, hammering down on drawing, which, by the way, I just realized, I think every single artist or people who are, like, artistically inclined is in some way, shape, or form a masochist. Because, like, you can't just be an artist overnight, okay? Or somebody who draws. You literally have to put in thousands of hours of just fucking lines and shit, okay? Beating yourself up until you finally make something that's decent enough where you go, this looks pretty good. So I think maybe that's why it's called painting. Okay, I'll fucking stop. But last time we were here, I interviewed Chum, all right? Freaking Joey Diaz of Aruba, minus the drugs, and also Liam. Okay, those, like, two phenomenal. I might have more guests here in the future, because to be honest, I genuinely enjoy just sitting down and rambling like a moron into a microphone and onto a camera, and later broadcasting my fucked up thoughts to the internet, because why the hell not? why the hell not? Just ruin a future job opportunity. I can already tell in case the military thing doesn't fucking work out. I'm gonna be looking for employment somewhere, and they're gonna find some of the shit that I've said and says, yeah, we are not looking for you here. You have no place here. But anyway, like, freaking Liam was awesome to have his insight on the music industry, and also introducing me to different genres and new bands that I've never heard about. It was like really refreshing. Also, Chum, his fucking humor, his stories about the restaurant industry here in the island, some of the shit that he did. Also, the fact that he literally has to, the only way where he can enter his car, which is the Kia Picanto. The only way he can enter his car is to just fucking open the trunk and go in ass first. That's the only way he can actually get into his freaking car, man. It's freaking amazing. But yeah, that's what's been going on in, like, the last few episodes. But even though I genuinely enjoy having guests over, I'm not going to say even though. I genuinely enjoy having guests over, even though I usually take every single precaution to avoid people like the plague. All right, I love having guests over, but I'm not exactly a very outgoing person. I don't like go outside to just freaking meet people in general. In fact, I tend to avoid people. I literally have, like, mini panic attacks if I go to the freaking store and the cashier's just freaking looking at me, fumbling with my fucking wallet just to get my card out. I don't like it. I genuinely do not like that. So I take nearly, like, every precaution to, like, limit my social contact with people, even family members. And I think that might be a good thing right now. Yeah, I think that might be a good thing right now, because, well, COVID cases are rising right now on Aruba. Big fucking surprise there. I still don't get why people are being, like, surprised because of it. It's not good news. I'm not a COVID denier and stuff like that. I'm just saying Why are you still surprised? It's not like we didn't see this coming 1,000 fucking miles away. We're back up to 300 cases of COVID right now, and there are mixed reactions to the news. There are mixed reactions to that number. In fact, I remember when Aruba broadcasted it and like posted it on Facebook so everybody can see. Facebook is like the main social media site here on the island. So I like go on there and I go down to the comments and I separated the comments into like 3 groups, I think, or 4 groups. I wrote it down somewhere. I can't fucking find it. And now we're already rolling. So I'm just like pulling it out of my ass right now. And I think we have, the end of the world. No, not the end of the worlders, okay? I think like the people who don't really say anything, they just talk like ancient Egyptians. And by that, I mean they only post emojis. It's just prayer emoji, prayer emoji, prayer emoji. Like that's gonna fucking do anything. Yeah, I think like one dude commented. One dude commented, "Don't worry, friends, the Lord will help us." And then another dude freaking replied to him, "All right, great. Now where the fuck is he?" Where the fuck? I thought that was hilarious. That I should have screenshotted it so I could like put it on in post, but I'll do that later. I guess I'll do that freaking later. We have like the freaking deniers, the ones who just look at the number and go sad by Gaia Baka. Those are the people who usually have a crippling need to ignore the fact that their life is just in shambles. They own a souped up Mitsubishi Altezza. Meanwhile, they're still living with their parents. While having 2 kids with 3 different moms. But don't worry, he's a Christian, so it's all right. Pendeo ng echt. The people who like freaking drift at a roundabout stopping traffic. Oh god, whenever that freaking happens, I have to like resist the urge not to inch my car just slowly forward, not enough to crash into them head on, but just enough to clip them to make them freaking roll over. Not kill them, just roll over, and causing significant bodily harm. Just why would you do that? Like why would you do? I don't know. That's a topic for another freaking day. And of course, I don't think I even like added these to a certain group or a certain cast. I think these are just people who have like nothing to do and try to sell you some freaking conspiracy. That like all of a sudden, I think like ever since this freaking thing began, everybody suddenly became a virologist, a genealogist, or fucking whatever. All of a sudden, everybody knows the genetic code of the virus. Everybody knows what a vaccine does. Everybody becomes a freaking immunologist. I really don't know why. Like whenever these types of things happen, like these freaking internet experts start crawling out of the freaking sewers, and just to give their like 2 cents on something, okay? But Stan, aren't you doing that? Yes, I am giving my 2 cents, but I also acknowledge the fact that I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. So take whatever the hell I'm saying here with a grain of salt. I just bashed the microphone. So let me just calm down for a bit and just continue. With all this is like going, I just know that I think there might be another lockdown coming soon. I'm not sure, but I've been right on a lot of things. I've been right on I fucking hate being right. This isn't me tooting my horn. I told everybody there was going to be a second wave. The second wave arrived. I told them we were going to surpass 100 deaths. That freaking happened. I told them that a new variant is going to arrive. The new variant arrived. And here we fucking go once again. So I'm going to say it one more time. I think we are going to have another wave coming soon, and that might result into another lockdown. Because what people seem to fail to realize is that, okay, even if we have 60, let's be optimistic. Even if we have 70% of the island immunized, we still have that remaining 30% of people. Now, they can either be naturally immunized by getting the virus, recovering from it, and then going on living healthy lives. In fact, we're seeing it right now. We're seeing people are still being admitted to the hospital, but we're seeing less and less severe COVID cases happening. But there is the lingering fear that a new variant might breed itself upon those 30%. And what if that new variant is, resistant to the vaccines that we already have? What's gonna happen? We're gonna end up back at square one. People don't want to think that far. Like man, like seeing all those numbers, like seeing all those freaking numbers, like we're looking going in the news, like it's coming up to 100. Oh no, it's going up to 300. Going up to 300. We're gonna die. No, no. All right. So, freaking, I screamed so hard that I fucking lost my train of thought for a second. Just, I don't know. This news used to bother me a lot. It just made me a little scared. But now I'm seeing it like, ay, ¿quién coño te manda mi message or what? I'll deal with you later. Anywho, like seriously, with all this shit that's been going on, I'm starting to not give a fuck anymore. I really do not care. I genuinely just do not fucking care anymore. I can like sit down and try to convince people every single day to stay inside, freaking wash their hands, get vaccinated, that type of jazz. But at the end of the day, you can never truly convince someone that they're wrong. Only reality can. So, you know what? Fuck it. You want to go out drinking? Go for it. Go out. Go to freaking Moomba or whatever. Drink to your heart's content. Take out your elderly loved ones in one fell swoop. The traffic has been getting rather dense lately. Okay, and also with the Karen, with the population of the Karens slowly becoming more and more of a predicament, we need to commence a program to cull them and send them back to the freaking storm drains that they once crawled out of. Like, I'm not joking. Like, there's only so much sympathy that you have. Okay, I'm saying I'm not joking, but at the end of the day, I do want this to be over with as quickly as possible, because a lot of people, their lives have just been like freaking flipped. Have just been flipped upside down because of this, and not a lot of people just fail to see that. But I am tired of going, hey, stay inside, wash your hands, get vaccinated. I'm just tired of doing that. So you want to get your family killed? You want to get you and your two baby mamas and the two kids that are possibly not even yours killed? By all means, go for it. There are too many freaking drunk uncles outside of Chinese supermarkets drinking and leaving their bottles behind. Just take them all out while you're at it. It's just one of the selfish thoughts that I have. I just hope this kills enough people. Just no one I care about or love. But I don't know, man. Like freaking, I got vaccinated. I got plowing ahead. I got vaccinated a couple of weeks ago, right? I got my first dose of the Pfizer vaccine. I think it's the Pfizer vaccine. And then tomorrow at 12 noon, I'm going to get my second dose, right? And I remember when I went down to the sports center to actually get my first dose. Okay, you have idiots in both camps. This is what I realized. Okay, you have idiots, and not only the COVID denier things, the vaccine, the anti-vax people, but you also have idiots in the vax people. The amount of morons I saw, taking a freaking, and there's a motorcycle driving outside right now. Anywho, the amount of morons I saw pulling out their goddamn phones and taking a freaking selfie while they're getting vaccinated. I'm like, why? You're not achieving anything. You're not the freaking Rosa Parks of antiviralism, if that's a freaking word. All right, just get your vaccine and fucking screw. Go home. Why does everybody have this incessant need to take a picture of them getting freaking vaccinated? Why don't you take selfies with heroin addicts while you're at it, okay? Freaking, get a close-up of all that black tar getting in there. You're like, yeah, really freaking sell it. Hashtag blessed. I think I might have to stop the camera for a bit so we can resume, and give me a second. Recording on iPad. Recording on Fuji. Sitting back down and just Clap syncing. So yeah, you have idiots in both camp. I'm like, oh man, you see me like freaking sitting down, like leaning down on my chair over here. This is what I freaking love about podcast. No one judging, even though I'm in front of a camera. This isn't a professional setup, everybody. I'm just leaning in, cross-legged on my chair, just having, like, fucking hell. I can take a nap like right here in this position. You're 23. You're 23. You're in the prime of your life. You're in the prime of your life. You should have tons of energy. Meanwhile, I could just sit down and fucking just like that. Anywho, we're getting back into it. Like, yeah, I don't get like why people like feel the incessant need to post everything they do, including getting vaccinated. Like, you're also putting up information up there that you might not really want on the internet. Okay, some vaccine applications, in fact, some vaccine applications require you to have like your ID number on there and stuff like that. They stopped that, but why would you take a picture of that? ¿Por qué? Warum? Anywho, Dikong. Now, also idiots. Now we're going back to like the whole vaccine. Okay, like when I told some people, like, oh no, I'm getting my second dose tomorrow, like, oh man, no, the government's gonna freaking microchip your ass, man. Okay. And like, I don't freaking like, why are you so surprised? Okay, look. I'm not all for governments spying on their people, but when it comes to, I am for protecting national security and also the lives of other at the sake of the privacy of some people. Okay, it's just the way the world works. I don't like it any more than anybody else, but it's not surprising. Why are people still freaking mad about this? I don't freaking know. And also, besides, what makes your boring ass life so interesting that the government wants to spy on you? Particularly you. What do you do that, so unless you freaking own a massive cocaine operation here on the island, which, by the way, good fucking luck. Get me on that. No. That's highly illegal. Anywho, freaking, unless you're like the freaking mob boss here on the island, there's really like no reason why the government would actually have an interest in your day-to-day activities. Like, what do most people do nowadays? Okay, they wake up, go to work, come back home, jerk off, eat, go to bed. That's it. All right, we're freaking like basic white girls. Like, okay, now they live, they laugh, they love, and then they go to bed. Fuck off. Anywho, freaking. Oh, Christ, man. And then he tells me, no, I'm not gonna mention name. Then he tells me, like, yeah, man, the government freaking, they microchip you, dude. Yeah, they microchip you, man. And of course, I'm like, me being the douchebag that I am, like, really? They microchip you? Yeah. Like, what are they gonna do with a microchip? They're gonna track your movements. Really? They're gonna track my movements? Yeah, man. They'll track your movements, and also they'll record your conversations. Really? So you're telling me they're going to track my movements and record my conversations? Yeah. Doesn't your phone already... Oh, crap. Anyway, doesn't your phone already do that? Christ alive. Like, we're already microchipped. Every single one of us here. In fact, most of the people who tweet that dumb shit, they own a phone. Okay? Like, literally... Even if you have location turned off, all the services turned off, they can literally use cell towers to ping your location whenever. Okay? Literally whenever. Unless you physically destroy your SIM card. I think. I am not sure. But, dude, like, all these fucking people saying, oh no, they're gonna microchip us so they can track us. You already have a phone. You already have a microchip tracker in your fucking pocket. Or in this case, outstretched because you're taking a selfie of your fucking vaccine. Oh man. Like, people seem to forget, like, the phones have eyes and ears. Okay, what do I mean by this? Okay, not only do the phones constantly record where the hell you've been, what the hell you've been doing, but also apps record not only your voice, like, collect personal data and stuff like that, but, okay, like, the amount of data mining that happens on apps and stuff like that is incredibly creepy, even down to where they literally can tell how long you've been looking at a certain advertisement or how long you've been looking at a certain image on Facebook or something, so they'll know exactly what advertisements to actually catch your eye. People seem to forget, like, the main Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, we're all on there, right? I use these social media websites knowing that they collect my data because it's just the way things are. Okay, who am I to freaking stop it? It's just the way things are. I'm not going to be a freaking rebel. I'm not going to be a freaking rebel fucking punching jukeboxes, TPing the principal's house or some shit. No, I'm not going to do that. It's the way things are. These are the technologies that we have today. You can either live with them or choose to fight it off until you die. I choose to freaking live with them. Anywho, freaking Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. Their services are free. But remember, we are not the customers of these big corporations, okay? Advertisers are the customers. And it's our attention that's up for sale. Okay? If you guys ever had the chance, freaking read the book Chaos. I think it's called Chaos Monkeys. I can't remember the author's name verbatim, but he used to work at Facebook, right? And he literally said, okay, the amount of data, Facebook is basically the biggest regulator of personal data since DNA. Like, those nerds at Silicon Valley, they do a hell of a lot more than just freaking punching code and stuff like that. They straight up find ways to manipulate your brain chemistry into figuring you out. Okay? A lot of people are rightly concerned about that. Okay, infotech and biotech are merging together to the point. The line between the two, as of 2021, is so blurred. Can you even say that they are two different things? Let me give you an example. Okay. Facebook collects my data on certain things, okay? Facebook has an idea what makes me laugh, what makes me cry. YouTube has an idea of what makes me laugh, what makes me cry, that type of jazz. I'm not wearing it right now. I own a Garmin Instinct smartwatch, okay? That's infotech first, okay? Here we have Garmin Instinct biotech, okay? This is a watch that can literally measure biometrics and then use that information to do whatever, okay? So, I have my information, personal information, be that credit card, my search history, everything else, okay, on the internet, and also my biometric information, be that my heart rate, the amount of sleep I have every night, how much do I run, how much do I don't run, what's my stress level, all that jazz, okay? All of that is being recorded into the algorithm, into whatever algorithm that they're going to use, and that algorithm can basically use that information, sell that information, to figure out what, makes your buttons pop, or what presses your buttons. Let me give you an example. Have you guys ever spoken about something? Have you ever spoken about something or merely thought about something? Or maybe you just looked it up on Amazon or Google, just window shopping, right? And then the next day you go onto Facebook or whatever and you see your recommendation feed or advertisement feed just full of that product you were thinking about, talking about, or just searching for. The algorithm knows. It already knows. Who knows? Maybe there might be a point in the future. I'm not saying it might happen in my lifetime, but there might be a point in the future where advertising algorithms are just digital algorithms, be that freaking integrated within a network or regulated by a corporation. There might be a point where algorithms know us better than we know ourselves. That for shit will not be the YouTube algorithm. I don't know why. I really don't know why. You go on freaking YouTube and YouTube recommends you the darndest of freaking things. I don't know how the fuck it works. I really don't know how it works, but these are the freaking things that we have to be aware of, okay? Especially right now. How much has our reliance on has our reliance on technology increased right now during the pandemic? more and more people are working from home. Okay, even now with vaccines are constantly being rolled out. Yeah, vaccines are being rolled out. More and more people are able to like walk back outside and stuff like that. But more and more companies are actually in favor of having some kind of balanced work week, where some days, if the employee chooses, he can run into the office, do whatever the hell he wants to, and run back out, or and do whatever the hell he needs to the rest of the day from his laptop while cooking, watching porn, taking care of his kids, or taking care of his wife slash husband, including everybody. Like how much has our reliance on technology been boosted because of this pandemic? How many of us sought fake validation? How many of us saw fake validation by just a few thumbs up, triggering the right amount of dopamine to keep us going in the day? All that, because at the end of the day, most people, all right, we as humans, we are social creatures. Okay, we all seek validation and love for those in our tribe. But at the end, this is what I think. Okay, as a human, okay, we've evolved to intimately know between about 100 to 150 people in our tribe. Anything above that, it starts to get confusing and stuff like that. And yet I have over like 500 Facebook friends. Most of them I don't know. Some don't even know me. Some don't even fucking know me. I've never met them in my freaking life. And yet there is some things, whenever like I post fucking whatever like comes out of my bird brain up here, and I receive a like from one of those people, okay? I'd be lying if I say, hey, that feels pretty good. But when people start using that digital validation instead of using like real life actions to get, genuine validation, I think that's when things start to go wrong. I'm no sociologist, I'm no philosopher or whatever. That's just my 2 cents on the freaking subject. Anywho, I'm just gonna like pause this real quick so we can move on with the podcast. Recording on iPad. I got 13 minutes left. I don't. This other part is like I wrote down what I wanted to say, but I'm just like pulling shit out of my ass right now. So I don't know. With all this stuff about infotech and biotech, and now algorithms are slowly becoming better at knowing us than we know ourselves. Okay, where does that leave us as people? Sorry. Is this a good thing that we are literally leaving most decision making in the hands of machines or artificial intelligence, or is it something horrible that we are slowly giving our will away to machines or the internet or whatever the hell things or whatever the hell we're gonna use in the future? I don't freaking know. I don't know that much about it. But I like asking myself these types of questions. What are the implications of this shit? Same thing as when COVID first started. Okay, what are the future implications of COVID-19? How is it going to affect not just the older generation? Because there are people who've lived through 2 major pandemics and have lived to tell the tale, and now they're living through a third. How is this going to affect them? How is this going to affect young people? It's already affected, culture in a certain point. Who knows how much it's affected the medical industry? I just know that the medical industry is just gonna get a huge bump in funding because of all this shit. Okay, hospitals are gonna be freaking multi-billion-dollar hospitals, unless they already are. I'm pretty sure. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about here, people. How is it going to improve fashion, for example? Okay, I know some people, even though they are fully vaccinated, face masks are no longer required to go wherever they are. There are people who are literally wearing masks now for the simple fact that they just look neat. In fact, I'm one of those people. I freaking love wearing a mask. I love wearing a mask, glasses, and a hat in public because nobody will see me. I love having that level of anonymity in the street, but some people don't. Are we seeing like the birth of a new? Are we seeing like a birth of a new subculture, or are we seeing the death of the old culture? What do I mean by like the old culture? Nobody fucking washing their hands after they take a shit. What the fuck was that? All right, we're just gonna do the white people in horror movie things and ignore that. What the fuck was that? Was that a gunshot? Nah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm pretty sure just something fell down. It even registered on my iPad. I'm seeing a peak right there. Nah, but anyway, like freaking. I hope like people who don't wash their hands after they freaking take a dump or take a piss. I just hope they freaking die out that fucking shit. Because I know people living in the 21st fucking century who refuse to freaking wash their hands after they wiped it, wiped their ass. And the dog's out there barking. I don't know what the hell's going on out there, but like I said, I'm gonna do the white person in horror movie things and ignore it. That's what you do with your problems, kids. You just ignore them. Eventually, they'll go away, or it'll just be like saved on a shelf somewhere, and some poor loved one 10, 20 years down the line is gonna have to deal with it. Oh, Christ alive! Like, what are the implications with a lockdown? Have some people really realized that they need social stimuli in order to function properly as human beings, or what they think a human being should be like? For example, I loved lockdown. Even when I got COVID, okay, I loved staying inside for 2 damn weeks. There's something about sitting alone in a quiet room with your thoughts that is both horrifying and strangely cathartic at the same time. You'd say it's like meditating, but I don't have the patience to freaking meditate. I can't freaking like sit down. I can't like freaking sit down, close my eyes, and concentrate on nothing, or just empty my mind. Because eventually, there's always gonna be like that one or two voice that just goes beep 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 beep. It's like when the teacher tells you not to laugh in class, and you just struggle to not laugh. You just want to fucking burst out laughing. I think that's what goes on between, like, I don't know, the 4 or 5 brain cells I have left in here. And, oh god, but what are the implications of this, especially here on an island where most people are just extroverted, have the need to go party every single night, drinking every single night. I see no difference. But have some people found the importance of, having quiet moments in life, sitting down, reading a book, or just having a cup of coffee? Or have more people, I don't know, kind of discovered something about themselves? I know people who said they were introverts, but after literally being cooped up for weeks on end, they couldn't freaking take it anymore. Now they're partying every freaking weekend since things just started opening up. I think more and more people are just discovering more shit about themselves during this pandemic. And I think people in general are discovering more things on how we behave as a species, not just as a society, freaking Joaquin Phoenix impression, but how we behave as groups in general. All right? Like, how some problems require a global effort, but I don't think a global effort will ever be achieved, because everybody has a way of viewing the world. Like, even, okay, let's take, all right, I don't know. Do I consider myself liberal? I don't know. Fuck it. But let's say the liberals get their wish. Okay, all far-right extremists and everybody with any hint of far-right tendencies dies off, and it's only them that's left. It's only a matter of time before they start separating themselves into different camps. Like, oh no, I like My Little Pony better, but I like Grey's Anatomy better. Just freaking separate from each other, and what you'll end up with the same thing as before. Just the same principle, the same freaking behavior, hostile behavior towards each other as before. But this time, it's just another difference in opinion. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it right there. This episode's been not exactly a heavy one, but these are some of the shit that rings through my fucked up brain whenever during what might possibly be the third wave here in Aruba. I should make it a point to drink some water during the podcast. But anywho, hope you guys enjoy this podcast. I'm Stan the Man signing off. Hope you guys stay safe, stay awesome, and stay hydrated. This is Stan the Man, or Stan the Guitar Kid, like I said a dozen times already, signing off.